Hello everyone, I'm back again with a beautiful, serene winter landscape, suitable for beginners and experienced artists alike. We're going to look at some landscape basics and just what it takes to make a beautiful landscape. We're going to take advantage of the greyness of the paper just to create that mood of a hazy, cold winter day. This drawing can be done with just black, white and yellow. The brown and orange tones are simply to give a little more emphasis to the sun that's going to be in this picture. You can use either just your Pan Pastels, your stick pastels, or your pastel pencils. I'll mainly be using my pastel sticks. You can use whatever type of pastels you have handy. For ease of use, I'll likely be using my pastel pencils for the fine details. This particular winter drawing was influenced by a photo that I found on Pinterest. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried doing a landscape, but oftentimes when you're looking for one out in nature, well, I know I can usually never find quite the right look. There's usually something missing. And this brings us to the basics of landscape drawing or painting. You need a foreground, a middle ground, and a background. Firstly, what we need to remember is that things in the background usually look a little bit blurry. They look a little bit less defined, what is often referred to as atmospheric perspective. This atmospheric perspective allows things in the middle ground and the foreground to just pop out and show up just that much more. We have some icy water here in the foreground, so of course whenever there's water we need to create some reflection of whatever is above. So I'm adding a little yellow, blending it in just to show the reflection of the sun. For me, one of my favourite ways of blending with soft pastels is with my finger. By adjusting the pressure I can blend a little or a lot. I'm using the remnants of the pigment on the edges of the page just to give it some emphasis. It's always wise with pastels not to put too much pigment on in the beginning. With this grey paper, I'm just giving a touch of white to the sky, and I really don't have to put that much because we're simply taking advantage of the grey paper to create that hazy, cold, wintry atmosphere. A black pastel pencil comes in handy just to tighten up the forest in the background. My other favourite tool when blending is my silicone blending tool. When I use it, very little pigment is lost from the page. Just a tiny bit of detail with my yellow soft pastel stick just to make the trees of this distant forest a little more defined. A touch of white and I think we have it. If you really take notice of landscapes, there's always a fairly well-defined line where the land meets the water. Now here's where my pastel pencils come in really handy in creating the ripples and lines on the water. To create my beautiful lines of ripples on the water, I'm alternating between my black pastel pencil and my white pastel stick. And to neaten and smooth out the lines, I'm using my silicone blending tool. I want to give a little more emphasis to the yellow winter sun, so here's where my orange pastel stick comes in. Of course, we can't forget that snow is often very reflective, so I'm adding a little yellow light just to reflect the sunlight. Now here's an important trick if you want to add trees or more details to your landscape. Use white to add those details, because if you make a mistake, it's easier to erase or blend it in. Once you've committed to those lines, then you can start adding the details with black or darker colors. A simple rule of thumb that I like to use when I'm creating trees is to think of veins. Their limbs and branches are all attached to each other and simply spread out from each other in a slightly repetitive pattern. I hope that makes sense. Again, I'm using yellow to add some more details to the limbs and the branches. You'll notice that I always like to pull in colors from different parts of my drawing or painting, because this, as subtle as it is, helps to pull the drawing or painting together. Okay, so I've taken the tape off, but I'm not quite finished yet. I want to make the edges a little bit lighter so that the image stands out a bit more. I do have the option of either cutting those edges off and placing it on white paper, but I'm just going to use my pastel pencil and create a lighter edge. Okay, now one more very important reflection is needed, and that's the reflection of the tree in the water. Remember, because it's water, the lines are going to be slightly bent and distorted. Okay, I'm really liking the results, the subtlety of the tree in the background, but you know what? I'm going to push it a little bit further and add a few more fine branches to the tree. So there we have it, a subtle, light, beautiful winter scene with a limited palette. Hope you enjoyed all the useful tips on creating a landscape. Wishing you much love and happy creating. Peace.